Hi, my name is Kerry Ventures, and today I will be explaining to you how technology plays a major part in the recording industry. As many of you may or may not have known, technology has improved drastically over the years. First, let's talk about computers and how they are heavily used in the recording industry today. General-purpose computers have rapidly assumed a large role in the recording process, being able to replace the mixing consoles, recorders, synthesizers, samplers, and sound effects devices. A computer thus outfitted is called a digital audio workstation, or a DAW. Popular audio recording software includes FL Studio and Digitasign's Pro Tools. First, let's talk about the mixing console. In professional audio, a mixing console, or audio mixer, also called a soundboard, is an electronic device for combining, routing, and changing the level and or dynamics of audio signals. A mixer can mix analog or digital signals depending on the type of mixer. The modified signals are summed to produce the combined output signals. An example of how a mixing console works would be to enable the signals that originated from two separate microphones to be heard through one set of speakers simultaneously. When used for live performances, the signal produced by the mixer will usually be sent directly to an amplifier, unless that particular mixer is powered or it is being connected to powered speakers. Now let's talk about the sampler. A sampler is an electronic musical instrument similar in some respects to a synthesizer, but instead of generating sounds, it uses recordings of sounds that are loaded or recorded into it by the user, and then played back by means of a keyboard, sequencer, or other triggering device to perform or compose music. Because these samples are usually stored in digital memory, the information can be quickly accessed. A single sample may often be pitch shifted to produce musical scales and chords. Often samplers offer filters, modulation via low frequency, oscillation, and other synthesizer-like processes that allow the original sound to be modified in many different ways. Most samplers have polyphonic capabilities. They are able to play more than one note at the same time. Many are multi-timbral. They can play back different sounds at the same time. Now let's talk about the digital audio workstation, or the DAW. My choice of weapon is FL Studio. There's many popular DAWs out there like Pro Tools, Cubase, and other various DAWs. Originated in the early 1980s, the term digital audio workstation originally referred to tapeless, computer-based systems such as New England Digital's Synclaver and Fairlight that used hard drives for media storage. Early DAWs were not only designed to play back sampled or synthesized sounds, but also to record, edit, and play back digital audio tracks. They were also quite expensive. A key feature of DAWs was the ability to freely manipulate and play back recorded sounds. The user interfaces were extremely different since the designers had no previous examples to refer to. This made the user learning curve quite intense, especially for serious production of audio for picture applications. Today, most DAWs, especially computer-based DAWs, have MIDI recording, editing, and playback capability. With the extension and replacement of the early DAWs with much cheaper keyboard workstations, the term DAW has evolved and now refers to a virtual studio software program consisting of a general combination audio multi-track and MIDI software, host computer, and audio interface hardware. While most home computers with multi-track and editing software can function somewhat as a DAW, the term generally refers to computer systems which have high-quality external ADC, DAC hardware, and professional audio software. A DAW can have one or more discrete audio inputs and outputs to allow multi-track recording and multi-track playback. A DAW will usually employ a professional quality audio interface to offer sonic or functional advantages when compared to consumer sound cards. Besides having high-end sound cards, most DAWs also require a large amount of RAM, fast CPUs, and sufficient free hard drive space. A modern DAW would also feature a fanless power supply, a noise-suppressing hard disk enclosure, and very quiet or plastic CPU and system coolers, all readily available today. So without technology, the music industry will not be as popular as it is today. And that's why technology is important.